Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Martin with Belvoir Auto Spa, and forgive the awkward video angle. It's the only way I could get everything in the shot here. But anyways, this video is going to be about people without access to running water, mainly hose bib, spigot, whatever you want to call it, so you can wash your car. Now, a little bit of background. I used to live in, for a long time, I lived in apartments. I did not have my own access to a hose most of my adult life. I didn't have a hose, and I had to make do. I either had to go to the coin wash and use a bucket. For a while, I used to go to tunnel washes before I really knew about detailing. And then I even figured out a way to do it when I got an apartment with a garage. I still didn't have access to water, but I got an apartment with a garage, and I figured out a method there. And I'm going to go over all that. And I will start by saying, I am going to go over rinseless washing. I am going to go over conventional washing. I do have videos on these products. I've got one of CarPro Echo cleaning the wheels. I've got a showcase of Wolfgang Uber SiO2 rinseless wash. And then I've got a how to rinseless wash with Wolfgang's Uber rinseless wash. And then I also have a video showing how to wash indoors, conventional car wash, with this Ryobi 1 Plus HP Easy Clean. This is the high power version, 600 PSI. This is the newer one. It's not the weaker, older one. And I'm going to be going over that. So when I used to live in an apartment, first I used to go to tunnel washes. And as we know, that's a no-no. Then I learned about detailing, but I was like, I live in an apartment. What can I do? I started going to coin washes and using a bucket. Usually, people were okay with that because I didn't go when they were busy. I wasn't holding up the line. This is all pre-ceramic coatings. I didn't have a ceramic coating in my car. I didn't like touchless car washes because they didn't get my car clean. If you do have a ceramic coating, they usually do pretty good because, ceramic coatings are very easy to clean off. Then I finally moved into an apartment, and I started doing conventional washes, and I was using this bad boy right here. This is a pump sprayer. I was using this just filled with water to rinse off the car. It wasn't ideal, but I had to make do with what I had. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Now, and I also used to do waterless washes, rinseless washes in the garage as well. Just sometimes the car was really dirty and needed to be contact washed, in my opinion. I have the methods for those. Now, instead of using that pump sprayer, I've got this, which I did a video on. This is a Ryobi battery powered, with their 1 Plus HP battery powered chemical sprayer. This thing's pretty nice, and you could do rinseless washes with this. You could rinse your car off with this. This is cheaper. It's like $50 without the battery. But I mean, it's pretty good. You don't have to pump. You don't have to worry about any of that pumping. So I'm glad that's in the past. Now, with something like this, bring it back up here, you can put rinseless wash in this. You can spray your car down with the rinseless wash, and then you can follow up with your rinseless wash bucket and wash it as need be. That is one method. Now what I'm going to get into is the Ryobi, because we're really going to be showing off this mostly. The Ryobi 1 Plus HP Easy Clean Power Washer. This is a cordless power washer, 600 PSI max. The battery goes down here. It's got this, obviously, so you keep all your connections clean. Now, even though this is an HP model, it does not have the connections for the HP batteries. I did buy an HP battery and tested in it. Made no difference. You can see there's no none of those additional connections in there for the HP. There's just the connections on the side, so it is what it is. They call it HP though because it is brushless, where their old one I don't believe was. And guys, if you don't know the difference between the old and new one by looking, the old one has this big plastic trigger guard right here, the new one doesn't, and the logo is a lot bigger. It also comes with a little lance, and there's all these accessory packages you can buy for them from Home Depot. They got a flexible hose, they got a garden hose sprayer that goes on the end. They've got like a chemical sprayer that kind of atomizes whatever you're spraying out better if you want to use chemicals. So you could use this for rinseless wash as well. Now the beauty of this is, again, you don't need running water. You can siphon straight from a bucket of water or whatever water source you want. If you're on a boat, you can just throw the thing in the freaking lake and start spraying. Salt water I probably wouldn't advise, but your tool, use it how you want. Now, This is, everything's just push button on this, super easy. Now, as far as I know, the only cordless power washer that comes close to this in power is the DeWalt. So if you've got DeWalt power tools, there you go. If you got Ryobi power tools, it's gonna be good for you. I know there's the Works HydroShot was like the first on the market, but it's considerably less power. There are other battery powered roll around power washers that take the water with them. They got their own water bucket built into them. Those are kind of clunky and big. I find this much easier in just filling up a bucket of water. But you know, you make do with what you got. This is going to be my pick. But again, if you use something different, let me know in the comments below if you use a different cordless system. Now, again, everything's all push button. So if you want to use the lance to give you that extra room, you just, there you go, click it in, pull the button to let it go. Just make sure you got it all lined up. These are all plastic parts, so you don't want to be too rough with them. And this will just go on the end like there. And there you go, you got a nice long lance to work with. Doesn't take regular pressure washer tips. I believe the DeWalt does, if that's important to you. But the Ryobi, what's nice is it's got 15 degree, this is all built in, 15 degree, rinse, and turbo. So 0 degree where it spins, where you really get the power. This does have 3 power settings on the back. So you just press the button to change between high, so low, medium, high. Get that to focus. There you go, low, medium, high. And that's it. Pull the trigger, it turns on. Now before I demonstrate this, let me show you guys what all it comes with. So first off, it comes with your siphoning hose. Okay, this end goes in the bucket. It's got a little clip to put on your bucket. The clip's not that strong, so you might have to come up with a better solution. That's to keep this submerged. It's got a float if you throw it in an open body of water. You know, this to just tie it all up, and then it's got its own proprietary quick connect to connect to itself. So you just push that on there, it's connected, pull it back, wiggle it off. Somebody did do a video of how to convert it to a standard quick connect for hoses with the brass fittings and the stainless steel fittings if you want to do that. So you can go ahead and do that if you want to. It also comes with this one to connect it straight to a hose, which kind of defeats the purpose, in my opinion. I mean, it's great that, yeah, you can use it with a hose, but I have a power washer. So if I'm going to use the hose, I'm going to use a power washer. And then it's got this if you want to screw a bottle onto it. This end screws onto the bottle right here. You get that? Yeah, this end screws onto the bottle right here. This goes onto the power washer, and it's got a pickup tube. Now this tube doesn't have a little screen in it. I don't know why, but so make sure your water source is clean. That's what all you get with the standard package. Now this is the 18 volt version, guys. They do have a 40 volt version if you got their 40 volt yard tools. They're both identical in performance. The 40 volt just has a side handle because obviously those 40 volt batteries are big, and it's going to have longer run time than this. And it's looking like this can probably fit up to a 6 amp hour battery, and that's a 4 amp hour battery. So you can probably fit a 6 amp hour battery. A 9 amp hour battery probably not going to fit in there with you being able to close the bottom. So that's that. Anyways, let me grab my bucket of water and I will show you how to set this up. Alright, so here's my water bucket. It's got water in there. Now this does draw about 1.1 gallons per minute, so you may want to give, this is like a 3.5 gallon bucket, you may want to get a 5 gallon bucket. But basically you just throw it in there, make sure it's touching the bottom, put the clip on, and pray it stays in place. Oh my god, hold on. This clip kind of sucks, but I mean, it's better than nothing. And then just take this right here, connect it. Now, I'll show you how I'll start with the 15 degree. So you do have to hold the trigger down to prime it, okay? So, let me get behind the camera here. You gotta hold the trigger down and prime it to get water all through the hoses, so it's gonna be a little loud. There it is. So that's 15 degree. I'll go through with low, medium, and high power on each one. So low. This is nice rinse setting. Medium. High. Let me get you over closer so you can see that. So a decent amount of power, you know, it's not a plug-in pressure washer, but not too bad. So that's the 15 degree. Let's go to the turbo. Now the turbo is really, if you're really gonna need to, you know, clean something off, the turbo is gonna work for, you know, around the house cleaning and such. So we'll start on low power. Press the button, there we go. Low power, medium, and high. Alright, now we'll change to the rinse. And the rinse is just literally if you don't want the pressure, you just want to get something, you know, wet and whatever, rinse off the whatever's on there. So start on low power. Medium. And high. So obviously you're going to use more water with the rinse versus the turbo and the 15 degree. But yeah, that's the gist of it, guys. Use this to rinse off soap, pre-pressure wash, whatever you need to. But let me go back up to the, I'm going to head back over here just so we can get comfortable and discuss it a little bit more and wrap up this video. Alright guys and girls, so there is how you can wash your car without access to a water source. All you need is a bucket of water. Now I will say I know a lot of people that live in apartments. Now when I lived in an apartment and I was, you know, they didn't care about the runoff because I was doing it out of my garage. Some apartments do, so my advice would be to go somewhere that isn't going to care that you're doing it in an empty parking lot, something like that. You know, try to do it if you can do it near a building under a tree for some shade. I forgot to tell you, this is how you lock the trigger on it if you need to. So there's a button right there. But yeah, you can take your wash buckets, you know, normal 2-bucket wash system with your wash water and rinse water. You're not going to be able to foam cannon with this. It's not enough pressure and flow at all. They do have like a foam blaster, but it really just puts the like, soapy water out. It doesn't really like foam it up. Now you can take if you want to foam something, you can take an IK foamer. There's an IK Foam Pro 12. I don't have a video on that one, but I've also got, you know, the IK Foam Pro 2 Plus and the, what is it? The, yeah, I can't think of the name. The Rinseless foamer. So if you want to foam up your car and just do a 1-bucket wash method, you can do that as well. I'll link everything below if you don't know what I'm talking about or you don't feel like searching for it. Just click the link and give me my 1% cut from Amazon. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you want to foam up the car, you can use a pump foamer or the SPTA electric foamer. How about that one? That one's a good one too. I have a video on that as well. But yeah, guys, you can use it for rinseless washing if you want. You can use it for regular car washing if you want. Wheels, engine bays, paint, glass, everything. I've got a whole video showing how I use this to wash a whole freaking SUV. And I did have to refill the bucket once because I ran out of water because it was a big vehicle. But the battery was still about half power at the end. So plenty of battery life with the 4 amp hour battery. I think this from Home Depot cost me about $150 with the 4 amp hour battery. So not bad at all. I don't know if they still have it at that price, but you know, they do awesome. And these are the rinseless wash products I use. I've got them in their detail spray / waterless mixes and the spray bottles behind, and then I can put them in a bucket if I want to. I've got CarPro Echo only because I use CarPro coatings, and I like to just use this as a detail spray after I'm done washing. This I like to use as waterless wash or rinseless wash for ceramic coated vehicles. This I also will sometimes use as waterless and rinseless wash, but usually I just use it as a to clean off a panel if I'm polishing or something, because this doesn't have any protection in it, or this does. There's other ones, guys. There's McKee's. They have their rinseless wash products. There is, what's the other one? Optimum. They got Optimum No Rinse. That's great as well. These are just my personal favorites. And then, you know, Palm Beach Motoring Group, this is their brand. They've also got Blackfire, DP. They've got all their brands have their own waterless wash. So anyways, I'm rambling on. I hope you enjoyed this video. You found this video useful. Check out the other videos if you want to know how to use these products to wash the cars. This is just a showcase showing this off. And again, you know, if that's not your forte, if you just want a sprayer, there's this as well. And I mean, you don't have to get a Ryobi. They have all the other different big brands have their own versions. So there you go, guys. But I'm out of information. I've kind of exhausted everything here. But if you appreciated the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite wash method is when you don't have access to a hose. Do you like to use something like this? Do you use something similar to this? Do you like rinseless washing? Let me know. Oh, and also if you're rinseless washing, you can use this to blast all the crap off too. So hey, there's another benefit. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. I appreciate you washing. Yeah, I appreciate you watching. Keep them clean. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.